أهلا وسهلا فيكم وحلقة هالأسبوع من برنامج Glamour Nights مع رولا. وكمان معي اليوم دكتور سلفادور مدينة من مدينة تيوانا المكسيكية. Dr. Salvadore, welcome to Kنداوى again.
Thank you for the invitation. Glad to be here.
Glad to have you for the second week with us.
Thank you.
دكتور بدي أسألك عن عملية شفط الدهون بمنطقة الدقن واللي صارت شائعة كثير هاي الأيام، اللي هي double chin liposuction. كيف ووين بيكون السكار أو الجرح بعد العملية، وهل بنحتاج لعملية شد للجلد بهاي المنطقة بعد العملية منطقة الرقبة؟
The liposuction of the chin can be done, and this depends on the skin quality of the patient. If it's a young patient with a good skin quality, usually we just need to do liposuction, and that's a very small scar that goes underneath the chin, and with that we can do the liposuction of that area, and we usually have very good results. But if it's a patient that has a little bit more loose skin, then sometimes we need to do liposuction, but also add a neck lift that can be combined with a facelift or just the neck lift. But if we do only the liposuction, then the skin will be very loose. So we do need to do a neck lift, so we can redrape and readjust the skin besides the liposuction.
For all the
yes.
اللي بيعمل عملية الليبوسكشن الدبل تشين اللي هي بمنطقة الرقبة بعمر مبكر غالبا ما بيحتاج عملية شد للرقبة، أما اللي بيعملها بسن متقدم غالبا رح يحتاج عملية شد لمنطقة الرقبة. Where is the scar located?
When we do only the liposuction, it's a very small scar right underneath the chin. But if we need the neck lift, then we would need the scar that goes in front of the ear and into the back of the ear.
Okay.
So from the ear we pull all the excess skin so we can have a nicer shape of the whole neck.
Do we really need the scar in the front of the ear? إذا كان بس عملية شفط للدهون بيكون السكار تحت الدقن فتحة صغيرة كتير، أما بعملية شد الرقبة رح يكون السكار من قدام الإذن لمنطقة خلف الإذن. هل في أكثر من نوع لعمليات شفط الدهون بشكل عام؟
Yeah, there are different types of liposuction. The basis of the liposuction is the same in all of them, but there's some liposuctions that add some procedures like ultrasound, like radio frequency. So what that does is that makes the fat a little bit more liquid and easier to take out. The truth is that I don't use these kind of procedures. I like to do the standard liposuction because I think I have a better control, and there are some complications that you can have with the other procedures. There is a procedure that uses very high intensity heat before doing the liposuction, and the complications of that can be skin burns, and those are very difficult to treat. And I think that I don't need those extra things, and I achieve I think good results with the traditional liposuction. So there are some different techniques with the liposuction, but I don't think they are very effective, and they don't make much of a difference by doing a traditional one, and you can have some complications with that kind of liposuction.
We heard about using laser for doing liposuction recently.
Yeah, it's I think that's more like for merchandising liposuctions, because there's no real laser. You still need to absorb and take out the excess fat. There are some treatments that can dissolve very, very small amounts of fat, but if you want to do a good liposuction, I still think you need the traditional technique, so you can really take out the fat and have a good result.
دكتور مدينة بفضل الطرق المعتادة في أكثر من طريقة، هي كمان في مثل الطريقة اللي بتعتمد على تدويب الشحم بالحرارة، بس هو ما بيحب يستعملها لأنه ما بيكون عنده تحكم كتير وبرأيه ما كتير يعني بتعطي فرق كبير، بالإضافة إنه إلى آثار جانبية ممكن تأذي المريض، مثل مثلا حرق الجلد يلي صعب كتير إنه يتعالج بالنسبة لعملية تدويب الشحم قبل شفطه. فهو بيحب يعتمد الطرق التقليدية مشان سلامة المريض ومشان يكون عنده تحكم أكبر بالعملية. دكتور مدينة، ليش بعض الناس بيكون شكل الجروح عندهم بعد إجراء العمليات أسوأ وأعمق؟ هل مهارة الطبيب هي العامل الأساسي أو نوع الجلد عند بعض الأشخاص؟
The type of scarring depends on two things. One is the skin type of the patient and their proper intrinsic scarring process, and the other is the technique that is used to close a wound. But most part of the scarring depends on your skin type. So if it's a very, very bad technique of the surgeon, that can make a difference in the scarring. But if the technique used is good enough, then most part of the result depends on the scarring type of each skin. So basically, your scar depends on your own skin and not that much on the technique used or the different sutures that get used. They do have a certain impact on the scar, but most part of it depends on your skin type.
شكل الجرح بعد العملية بيعتمد بشكل أساسي برأي الدكتور على نوعية الجلد أكثر من مهارة الطبيب. في أنواع من البشرة بتعلم بعد الجراحات، وفي أنواع بتشفى بسرعة والجرح آثاره بتروح بشكل سريع. دكتور، بعد عمليات التجميل أو العمليات الجراحية بشكل عام، هل في طريقة معينة نخفف فيها من آثار الجروح المزعجة؟
To have a good result in your scarring process, it is important after surgeries to protect the scarring process. This means that if you shouldn't be getting the scar under a lot of tension, so that's why you cannot have intense workout, you cannot stretch completely at first, and after the first 2 weeks the scar is mostly healed, and after that there is a few things that you can do to help a little bit the scar. There are some gels that are they are silicone based gels. They sell a lot of products out there, and most of them, they're not very good. They're not harmful, but they're also not going to do anything to the scarring process. Only the gels that are silicone based gels, they do help, and what they do is they make the healing process go by a little bit faster, so the scar matures and heals a little bit faster. Also another thing that you can do when you apply the gels is do a massage on the scar. That helps the scar to loosen up a little bit faster and have a little bit better result. But again, the result depends on your skin type. These things help a little bit, but it depends mostly on your skin type.
And how far from the surgery they can use the silicone base?
The gels after 3 weeks. After 3 weeks, you can start applying these gels and do the massage.
How about the creams that they sell in the market that says has vitamin E and it's good for scarring? What do you think about that?
I don't think it really helps. I think it might be good for your skin, but it's not going to make a difference on the scarring process.
بالنسبة للجروح المفروض بعد العمليات انه نداريها كتير ونعملها بمنتهى الرفق حتى تشفى وتسكر. بعد العملية ب3 أسابيع الجل الوحيد اللي ممكن يفيد بالنسبة للجروح هو اللي بيكون سيليكون بيس اللي بيحتوي على السيليكون، واي كريمات تانية مثل اللي بتحتوي على فيتامين اي او اي كريمات تانية بتقول انه بتخفي اثار الجروح ما إلها اي فعالية، ممكن تكون مفيدة للجلد ومغذية للجلد بس ما رح تفيد بالنسبة للجروح.
أخيرا قال أحبك قالها، وأنا قلبي نبضت وقتت بعدها. أخيرا قال أحبك قالها، أخيرا قال أحبك قالها، وأنا قلبي أحس أحبك وأنا كنت أعاني من زمان تاني أحس بوقتها أخيرا قالها قال أحبك قالها Quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Despacito, quiero desnudarte y besos despacito. Firmo en la pared de tu laberinto y hacer de tu cuerpo todo manuscrito. Quiero babar tu cuello, quiero ser tu ritmo y quiero hacer esa mi boca. Tus lugares favoritos. Déjame sobrepasar tus zonas de peligro hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando un poquito. Quiero hacer esa mi boca, tus lugares favoritos. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando un poquito hasta provocar tus gritos y que olvides tu apellido. أخيرا قالها قال أحبك قالها وأنا قلبي 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 نبضة توقف بعدها. أخيرا قالها قال أحبك قالها despacito. Quiero respirar tu cuello despacito. Deja que te diga cosas al oído para que te acuerdes si no estás conmigo. Pasito a pasito, suave suavecito, nos vamos pegando poquito. Quiero hacer esa mi boca, tus lugares favoritos. Despacito.
ورجعنا لكم مع رولا وبرنامج جلامور نايت، ولقائنا اليوم مع الدكتور مدينة من مدينة تيوانا المكسيكية. دكتور، بالنسبة للمرضى اللي بيجوا من برات المكسيك، كيف بتقرر نوع العملية المناسبة لهم؟ هل بس الصورة لحالها بتكفي؟
For patients that come from abroad, at first I do an initial evaluation with pictures. That gives me a good idea of what they need and what we can achieve. If I think there are some differences or some expectations that cannot be met, I sometimes schedule a phone consult with the patient so I can talk with them and see what they want, what they expect. And always before surgery, when I see them and when they are here with me, I always see them before surgery, and then I can see how the skin quality is, and then we can decide, we can confirm the surgical plan when I see them. The pictures are very good, so I can have an initial evaluation, but the final decision has to be made when I see them, so I can touch and see how the skin is and see if we can really achieve what we're thinking. But that has to be done when I see them before surgery.
الصورة بتفيد بالنسبة لتكوين فكرة مبدئية، وكمان الدكتور بيحب يعمل consultation على التليفون، بس القرار النهائي بيكون بعد ما يجي المريض على مكسيكو والدكتور يشوفه ويقعد معه ويشوف نوعية البشرة ويتناقش معه حتى يعرفوا لوين بدهم يوصلوا وشو أحسن نتيجة ممكن يوصلوا لها. دكتور، مع التطور الكبير بعالم التصوير والبرامج المتعددة مثل الفوتوشوب واللي بتخلي صور النجوم بعيدة كتير عن الواقع، صار سقف توقعات الناس خصوصا الستات كتير عالي بالنسبة لعمليات التجميل. هل حصل معك انه حدا جاب صورة لنجمه المفضل وطلب منك انه يكون عنده نفس اللوك، وكيف ممكن تتصرف بهيك حالة؟
Yes, this is a very good question because there are some patients that do have unrealistic expectations, and I don't have this very often, but I've had patients that come in with pictures and photographs of celebrities, and they want to end up looking like them. So I always tell them that we can adjust and make that patient look better, but she's still gonna look like she is. How her facial structure is, how her body structure is, we cannot modify that. So I have to let them know that she's gonna still look how she is, better, but as her. We cannot make a body type look as a different body type.
Like Kim Kardashian, for example.
Yeah, we cannot modify a body structure. We can shape parts of the body, but we cannot modify the basic structure. So that's why we need to know. I always need to let the patients know what we can achieve.
Yeah.
And if I see that they really expect to look like somebody else, I let them know that I can't do that. So I've had a few patients that I prefer not to do the surgery because I know that even though we have a good result, she is expecting something that we cannot get. So I let them know that if that's what they want, that I am not the one that can do it because that really can't be done.
How about the face?
Yeah, I've had a very few patients that come in with a certain nose type and they want their nose to look completely different. Mm-hmm. Well, I tell them that I can't do that. I can modify certain aspects of their own nose. We can do certain changes, but they cannot have a nose that is completely different. Mm-hmm. And that's very important that patients go into surgery knowing what we can expect. And they want, this is not that common, but they want their face to look completely different. That we cannot do that. Mm-hmm. That we cannot achieve that, and the patient has to know that. And if they still want that kind of result, then I prefer not to do the surgery.
بمعظم هاي الأحيان بحاول الدكتور يقنع المريض إنه هو رح يتحسن منظره كتير، بس ما رح يكون مثل الفكرة اللي براسه exactly. فبهاي الحالة إذا كان كتير أصر المريض إنه يكون مثل النجم اللي هو كتير بيحبه بالضبط، الدكتور بيشرح له إنه أنا آسف مو أنا الشخص اللي ممكن يعمل لك هاي العملية، لأنه ما رح يقدر يخليه يطلع كوبي بالضبط من النجم اللي هو حابه. دكتور، كتير شركات بتروج لكريمات بتدعي إنها بتخلصنا من الدهون غير المرغوب فيها، وبتغني عن عمليات شفط الدهون ببعض الأحيان. شو رأيك بهاي الكريمات؟
Yeah, there are a lot of creams that are sold in the market, and the truth is that I don't think they really work. There are some, not creams, but some treatments, external treatments that can help remove very small amounts of fat. They work in very relatively small areas, but creams per se, I don't think they can do that. They are good for your skin. They can do some things with your skin, but not with the fat. I don't believe these kind of creams really work.
هاي الكريمات كلها بتكون تجارية ومجرد إعلان. هي ممكن تفيد بشد الجلد أو بتفيد مع البشرة أو مع تغيير شكل الجلد للأفضل like skin tone, right?
Yes, skin tone
بس ما بتساعد بس ما بتساعد نهائيا بتنزيل الوزن. So it's just a commercial thing.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
دكتور، اللي حمسني كتير للقاء معك هو الريتنج العالي كتير اللي أخده مركزك دونا عن باقي المراكز جراحة التجميل بالمكسيك. شو اللي بيميزكم عن باقي مراكز التجميل؟ شو بتقدموا للمريض غير العملية الجراحية المطلوبة؟ كيف تعتنوا فيه قبل وبعد العملية؟
Well, I think that the important thing here is that maybe one thing that makes us a little bit different is that we try to treat our patients as best as we can as human beings and as people that come seeking for something they want to change. So I think it's very important to have a good relation with my patients. I try to listen to them and see what their expectations are, and I try to support as much as I can, be supportive with my patients. I think that's a very important thing. Also, where we do the surgeries, the facilities here at the hospital is probably one of the best hospitals in town.
Yeah, I can see that actually.
It's very well equipped. Mm-hmm. It has a very large personnel. The ORs, the operating rooms are fully equipped. with the best technology there is. So my patients are safe here. If there's any problems, we have everything we need to solve that kind of problems. And we offer other commodities, transportations. We try to cover every need the patients have. So the patients feel safe. They feel they're being well cared for. And also, I try to do the surgeries the best of my abilities. So usually, fortunately, I usually achieve good results, and most of my patients are very happy. So it's important to focus on the surgery, but also on the patients, what their needs are, and how they can feel as comfortable and as safe as they can while they are here with me.
اللي بيقدمه مركز الدكتور مدينة هو أول شيء كتير معاملة كتير حلوة ومنيحة وعناية كتير كبيرة بالمريض من وقت ما بينزل من المطار لوقت ما بيسافر. بيقدموا ترانسبورتيشن، كمان بينقلوا المريض من العيادة للأوتيل للمستشفى، أي تنقلات بتكون عن طريقهم. كمان المستشفى الحقيقة أنا عملت المقابلة مع الدكتور بالمستشفى. المستشفى مزودة بأحدث التقنيات اللي بتنافس الحقيقة كندا وأمريكا، عندهم أحدث الأجهزة. وكمان الدكتور كمان مدرب بشكل كتير عالي. أنا شفت الريتنج تبعه أونلاين. I could see the results before and after online, and the patients were like, it's a very nice rating, very nice comments. فهن بيقدموا عناية خاصة، بيحسسوا المريض بالأمان، بيعتنوا فيه لحتى يرجع على بلده. دكتور، بشكل عام قديش بتطلب من المريض يبقى بالمكسيك قبل ما يرجع على بلده؟
Usually I ask my patients to be here about a week. They need to come one day before surgery. We do the surgery, they stay one night at the hospital, and then after that usually 4 to 5 days after surgery, so I can see that everything's going well, that there are no complications, and that's time enough for me to be sure that they can go back home well and be safe.
So altogether 1 week.
Usually about a week.
بيوصل المريض قبل العملية بيوم، ممكن يعمل عملية تاني يوم، والفترة الزمنية اللي المطلوب منه يقعد هي أسبوع. حتى الدكتور بيبات بالمستشفى ليلة بعد العملية وبعدين بينتقل على الفندق، طبعا تحت متابعة الدكتور. الفترة الزمنية أسبوع حتى الدكتور يطمن عليه وبعدين بيقدر يرجع لبلده. دكتور، شو هو برأيك اللي بيخلي الناس تجي من أمريكا وكندا وأوروبا مع تقدم التطور الطبي بهاي البلدان للمكسيك لإجراء هاي النوع من العمليات؟
I think that it's attractive for patients to come here for the experience. The patients that have come, they usually go back having a very good experience. They do well in surgeries. They can see that we have a very, very well qualified personnel, that the type of medicine we do here is top-notch medicine. We are as advanced as many other countries. So I think that when people start to see that we achieve what can be achieved in any other place, they start to consider coming down here, because they know they're going to have a very good experience, and they're going to be very happy. And sometimes the type of attention can be a little bit different than in other countries. So I think that's our main advantage.
How about price-wise?
That's another thing. Usually we do have better pricings than in other places, even though maybe it's not the cheapest place that you can find. You can always find cheaper places, but I don't think that should be the most important thing. But when you combine a good attention, a good experience with a better pricing, then that's what makes us very attractive.
العناية الكبيرة يلي بيشوفها المريض هون هي اللي بتخليه انه يحب يجي على المكسيك. كمان المعدات والتقنيات اللي بيستعملوها وخبرة الأطباء العالية اللي بتنافس باقي البلدان مثل أمريكا وكندا وأوروبا، بتخلي المريض يحب يجي على المكسيك ويعمل عمليات. فالمعاملة المنيحة والمعدات العالية والتقنيات والخبرة الخبرات الممتازة اللي عم تعامل معها، كمان الأسعار اللي أرخص نسبيا من هاي البلدان بالنسبة لعمليات التجميل وعمليات انقاص الوزن، هي اللي بتخلي المريض يحب إنه يجي على المكسيك ويعمل هاي العملية. Dr. Medina, thank you for joining me and from Kنداوى team. Thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to answer our questions.
Thank you very much for the invitation, and it was a pleasure to be here with you.
اللي بيحب يتواصل مع دكتور مدينة it's Dr.salvadore medina @gmail.com DRSALVADOR MEDANA @gmail.com أو عن طريق الويب سايت www.postbariatricmidscoresurgery.com. It's www.postbariatricmidscoresurgery.com. أو تحبوا تتواصلوا معي على انستغرام makeup by رولا. It's makeup by رولا. رولا spelled ROLA. انتظروني الأسبوع القادم ولقاء خاص جدا مع الدكتور فيصل الحمودي، استشاري الجلدية والتجميل والليزر والمحاضر بجامعة تورونتو ومؤسس عيادات ديرماكير بميسيساغا. كنتوا مع رولا وبرنامج Glamour Nights من راديو كنداوى.